Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Bedrock. This is now our grand finals. Layke is playing as Jerome. A little bit of harassment with the grunt already going on. The chopper coming across, you already know it's Colony from Sniper. This is our amateur league. It was double elimination tournament with 18 players, so pretty good turnout there. Hope to see some of you guys in the future maybe. And after what was a 6-hour session, we're finally here in the grand finals. A best of 5, the only big best of 5. There was another one, actually. 2 best of 5s. Look at the wiggle micro, very nice. As far as the builders go, Layke is going pretty traditional with generator third, mini base pick after, so everything's completely normal. But those Marines are getting busted up. And Sniper did some really good micro on that chopper, so directly after the ram, if you move the chopper, it will actually get out of that ramming animation way quicker and get to shoot. We might see a little bit of a pickup there. Maybe even 2 mini base deals, that would be huge, but Layke isn't gonna allow that. So yeah, this is important because clearing out the mini base is not something that UNSC does very easily. You should typically prioritize your mini bases, I would say, over the outer resource pickups here, because you're just gonna have such a headache clearing this out. That chopper is gonna kill another Marine, in fact, which is just absolutely horrendous. So one thing you can do, if you want the forward resources, you take 2 Marines, right? You wiggle them together, and then they'll be able to shoo away the chopper at the very least. But even then, the chopper would just very likely ignore them, go past, and still get the mini base. So I like my Marines on blue and relatively close by together, so that there's 2 Marines up here, there's 2 down here. We get the mini, we get another mini, and then hopefully this doesn't get stolen before the Marine here gets close enough to go down. I think that solves the situation for the most part, especially if you go with triple supply pad into generator 4th. But if you prioritize a hero, that's slower and you're more likely to be mini base stolen. So that's how that dynamic works. And for Sniper, well, you steal a mini, you don't have to care about your back mini yourself because you're going up against Marines only, right? So why the hell not wouldn't you throw down a second extractor? That's exactly what he's doing. He's rich off of 2 augmented harvesters. He's just going pretty much all harvesters. Maybe here he will put some raid camp, but no, it's all economic. It's all economic. This is a sensor tower, so he doesn't have to stand up a unit, just gets the top mini base. So that's the build orders explained. Maybe I should do this a little bit more often in that style. I don't know if you guys like it, let me know. But yeah, all your little early game pathing choices and build orders have huge impact on the outcomes of what the map will look like at 4 minutes. Well, the Hellbringers are gonna be able to clean this up, but like you can see, that mini base is around for over 2 minutes, just getting denied to Layke. He had to make Hellbringers, which he ideally wouldn't be making against Colony. You want some snipers, maybe. You want a faster tier 2, but you don't want Hellbringers. Snipers are such a much better tool because you get to pick off a hunter captain from a distance, right? You don't have to worry too much about that. Power node captures with overwhelming force. Can't go wrong with that. If you micro them away, you can't go wrong with that, because these Marines were gonna shoot that to pieces anyway. The more you move, the more fire you take. Of course, you can just use the maximum range of the Marines, but then nobody's capturing, right? So we have overwhelming force, just take the damage, it's fine. That's two. Should be possible to get free, but the Banished are also working here. Actually, the Goliath is doing the capturing. What the hell? Sniper's base is now up. He's tier 2. He can upgrade the base. He's probably thinking about the Hunter Captain, but I think he should upgrade the base. Just to be a little bit safer against the USC counterattack. I'm not sure what Layke is up to, but it looks like he is prioritizing the Mastodons over a second base. But Mastodons would hugely benefit, actually, from a second base, so you can pump them 2 at a time. Put some snipers in, and you are really off to the races with that, because the Rangers can no longer dominate the battlefield once that's done. Like, they do no damage to Mastodons, right? But meanwhile, what we've seen is actually a colony drop, which again, Layke wasn't ready for. Another really important reason that you want the snipers, right? Because then this happens and you're just not prepared because you have Marines and Hellbringers on the other side of the map. Big Goliath probably wants to just leave, but not sure he'll get to. Hey, Capitano! He didn't come from the main, he came from over there. I didn't expect that. Okay. Why not? Dude, Sniper is getting way too big. Does Layke not know about... Oh god, he's scouting this base. He has no idea about that. No wonder he's not reacting in any way. Well, an overwhelming force is coming his way now, and only now has he put down a base himself. Grenade throw is getting done, and Mastodon. Okay, there's not gonna be combat tech Marines anytime soon. Seems to me Sniper should just be able to chase all the way into the main. Or maybe not, these Mastodons can be monsters, especially if there's several snipers in them. Right now there's just one. It's just really not that scary. Depends on whether the sniper realizes this or not. But so far he's being extra defensive. I say just go and fight this. That should be the way to go. He's full pop anyway, can't gain more of an advantage. Yeah, pop the engineer shields. Everything should be fine. The trash dump is a pretty big deal though, and... Oh! That's a big miss. That's a big miss on the Mantis, guys, and the mines. It never works out. I'm sure the Banished army is getting clipped a little, but... I mean, the UNSC one is kind of gutted. There's not much left here. I don't think Layke can hold on to the base. Why doesn't this guy have 2 skits? Oh, the skit's getting picked. Brutal. The Hunter Capitano absolutely should have skits. Why doesn't he? Okay, we're gonna have to see a teleport here, but the Spartan still gets picked off. Why is he not in one of the things? So by the garrisons, oh boy. Big miss micro here, but Sniper stayed alive. He's got 2 locusts. He can do this all day now. Barely lost any population. Looks like we've had another colony drop in the back. I'm not even sure who's scouting for this. Must have been the grunts. Or maybe even just a mini base to drop them in. Now you have to run home your freaking mastodons, which takes 2 billion years. That is just very, very difficult to get done. And of course, 4 power nodes here for Colony in the middle. Sniper's super happy with the situation. He's reaching his 5th leader power point momentarily. There it is. And probably should just cancel that turret and make the drop happen. Layke is nowhere near ready for Omega Team. Omega Team would be scary, you know. For the drop, that is. I don't think right now you have to worry at all. Yeah, just fight off those Mastodons, pick off the units within, and you're pretty much golden, but with 3 Locusts or whatever this is. Yeah, 3 Locusts, that base will disappear quick. Sniper's at 100 population, you can work on tier 3, but I think just trade the army, honestly. If it's even a trade. This looks like an easy win, actually. The army is just way bigger for him. Layke didn't prepare sufficiently. And he knows it. That's gonna be that. Sniper takes game 1. And sorry, we're showing you best of 3, but it's actually best of 5. So, there you go. Game number 2, ladies and gentlemen. We've got Arbiter being played by Layke. On the other side, Sniper is bringing Kinsano, dropping it like it's hot. It's a good matchup for Kinsano. I think she can absolutely do it, but if it goes very, very late, Arbiter will brutally outscale. Of course, you got momentum place on the side of Kinsano. All the way until like the 7th leader power, you should be dominating the pace of the game. So let's see some red line jackrabbits. Let's see some flame hog drops on unsuspecting bases. Could go a really long way with this. Big drops, Infernos, all very tough to play against. Although Arbiter can stasis a base that's being Inferno, that's a pretty big deal usually. Could shut it down big time. So you want to stagger things. Make him use it early. Quick second generator here for our Kinsano player. Might be a little bit unconventional with our Arbiter especially picking so many of the minis. The pathing for Layke has been pretty good. And Sniper still gets a 2nd mini base. Can he get a 3rd one? Because if he does, he can just make jackrabbits still. Layke has to react with this grunt. No one else is fast enough. And even at that, the jackrabbits coming. Ooh, oh my god. Whoever clicks first. Oh my god, Layke. Whew. Okay, that was scary. If Sniper gets that, he could have put on some serious pressure here. There is a barracks. Interesting. What is the plan there from Kinsano? Because aren't you just gonna go up against Ghost Spam? Maybe even Go Sui? Guys, are we really complaining about Forge being weak in the chat? Bruh. Depends who you ask, but many people consider him S tier. Forcers. Okay, not Go Sui. This is an attacking force. some point, I guess, there will be ghost shielding, but it will be a minute. So many ghosts. Eco shielding is coming in. There will be some grunts. Not too many enforcers, but yeah, Layke is just he turned on the printer, man. He's doing very, very nicely. Sniper is in tier 2. That's an air pad. What? Don't tell me you're gonna go Hornets. No, there's no way you're doing that, Sniper. Nice. Deception. Oh my god, he's going double Hornet. You are joking me right now. There is no way this is happening. Hornets are so expensive. This is not viable in a tournament environment. Oh my god. He's actually doing it. Does the drop turret try to take out the extractor? Is it gonna work? Oh my god. It's getting very dangerously close. Jackrabbit hasn't worked long enough. Okay, there should be a cleanup. My goodness. Still, if a bunch of Hornets do show up soon, that could turn around very quickly. There should be a Kinsano who's running around and then suddenly mass air, right? That's the idea behind this. Will it work out though? I'm not so sure. Like, there's the one Hornet up there. It's been spotted. Layke knows exactly what's up. Oh. We didn't actually scout the base. Maybe he doesn't know fully what's up. Could be just one Hornet, right? But what we should see is Layke going tier 2, starting to make some anti-air, stopping with the ghost spam, because that's frankly ridiculous at 10. They could at least go and kill all the sentinels and decapture these power points. They finally scouted the second base. They see Kinsano's Cyclops. That's definitely a start. Now there's 3 Hornets, and you should be kind of getting sus about this. This is not normal, right? So it's time to react before it becomes a problem. Because if you do let it grow, yeah, then you have to have significant anti-air, absolutely. It's just nobody ever lets it happen. And even when you do, as long as you have the anti-air, this loses miserably, right? It's just so ineffective cost-wise. Yeah, those ghosts are gonna eat Sano. Holy cow. Look at that absolute map control from Layke. Nuts. 4 Hornets. That's the other problem with the Hornets. Like I said, they're so expensive if you're doing anything else at the same time at all. Like making that hero. It means you don't have enough income to actually pump forever. And it's just too slow. Well, the Flame Hawk that dropped in is something that is working out pretty good. But now they're stasis and the ghost will just run them down, so there is that. I'm not sure that was worth it. Like, okay, 850 for 800, plus the income destroyed, plus the 300 for the re-upgrading, I guess. It's not bad, but it's not great either. Wait. You guys still going on about Forge being weak? Banished? Makes 7 hunters, clicks 4 versus Forge. Have you made snipers, sir? This sniper unit is pretty good. Okay, some good pickoffs. And now we're adding in Flame Hogs. Ready for tier 3. Ready for a mixed composition. The air is just a fake out. Oh, poor Sano. Oh no. These ghosts are ruining her life. So sad. Okay, that is 5 Reavers. They ought to deal with the air, right? But guess what? Air units can fly over terrain. They have the mobility. You can just pick off 1 mini base at a time and hope for the best, YOLO. Okay, there's the jump. That should be 2 of them dead. Now, only 1 of them got targeted though. It's not that bad. Ghosts have the counter-attack opportunity. There's no reason they couldn't pick off the mini bases themselves. Sano's back. Isn't she gonna go for the main though? And now 4 Flame Hogs. Make that 5. So close. That might. Oh my god. Firestorm Battle Group is in, but it's not been dropped on the Warthogs, which does mean they didn't get the buff. But they are owning the shield generator, to be fair. Ghosts are even coming home to they have to deal with this. I mean, what choice do they have? And you've got, of course, the boys in the air. Layke on the struggle bus here. Need to deal with the drop turret as well now, but that's so many ghosts, they should be able to deal with the hogs. No one's here to heal the base, however. That's very annoying. Where's the stasis? Where's the anything at all? We've seen no leader powers really from Layke. That's been a very muted response for sure. What? Elites? Why not stasis? You mass stasis. Just make everyone shut up. Okay, Sano just rolled absolutely everything. Doesn't have much left though, so let's see what Sniper can do in this base. I guess it's... yeah, it's a free road to just using the firewall a bit, the flame wall, excuse me. Gonna clip the base pretty good and then follow up with Inferno. There is no stasis still, even though the hard counters this power. With that, Sniper wins the second game and only needs 1 more victory to win the grand finals today. Doing really well in these finals. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we've got Layke. He's on the last life. Going with Isabel here is a highly risky move. On the other side, Sniper is playing Cutter, who's usually pretty well off against Isabel, I would say. You go for your little Diegos, the Cyclops drops, and you should be able to handle any vehicle business whatsoever. And with the drops, in general, you got just so much momentum against Isabel, so really have to see what Layke comes up with to make all this work. Might have to do a little bit of additional aggression compared to normal. The pathing isn't right, so you're supposed to chill with the Marine here in case you see a Jackrabbit crossing the map, so that Sniper doesn't just get to steal the mini bases like this. But yeah, the Marines were all over the map, and there was no one here. So yeah, you're supposed to put one here, one here. Maybe the Jackrabbit goes here and then up there. But yeah, it's 4 Marines, so you still want to cover the nearby spots so that you can see the minis. But Sniper has the lead, definitely. It doesn't even have to do anything with it, just make a pad, it will pay for itself. Hellbringer's coming out. Always very annoying when you have to make Hellbringers to clean out mini bases. It's totally not what you want to do with your game plan, especially as Isabel. And you can already see the second generator follow up here from Sniper. He's ignoring his own back minis, so when you don't open Jackrabbit in a UNSC mirror, this is your penalty. The Jackrabbits aren't exactly gonna be very lethal to each other. You can dodge shots for a million years. So there's really no reason not to do that. Eventually this will be cleaned up. Alice is coming out. We're not seeing a Spartan from... Oh, we are seeing a Spartan from Sniper. Okay. Changed his mind, I guess. Double upgraded pad even. Which is a very economic build, but still gets the Spartan. Wonder how hard he'll still commit to tier 1 beyond that. Does he even get a base on tier 1 as well? He could. There we go. Hijack getting researched. It's gonna be an infantry war, but there's no snipers. It's so weird. Usually in this matchup, the thing you want to do is actually not hurry up too much with the Spartan, I think, but get out a handful of snipers with the barracks 5th. Obviously, you have to put a stop to the mini base stealing by getting yours early as well, but point is, you want to get some snipers out and then have the Marine sniper wars. You can claim map control from that. Your power node game should be far ahead. Layke is doing actually quite okay here. A sniper has Q tier 2. I was wondering where that circle was. He doesn't have resources. What happened? But yeah, he's going tier 2. That's what happened. Sometimes the UI doesn't want to update for whatever reason. Layke is going tier 2 as well, probably momentarily. Oh, he doesn't have the second upgraded generator. No. That's not right. Godesla asking when will Almi come back. I'll actually message him for the next Pro League tournament because had enough of him now. Time to come back. Actually the opposite. I haven't had enough of him. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, here come the ODSTs. The mines just detonated the entire Marine army of Layke. He's down to 27 population. He has not gone tier 3. He's about to lose the Spartan as well. What a tragedy. Oh no. Oh, he's going tier 2 now, but he's about to lose all the power nodes, isn't he? Sniper. What? Is that tier 3 that he's getting now? What? I didn't believe it. But he's getting tier 3. What is going on? What's he gonna do in tier 3? Just go tanks? That is wild. Can he even defend this base? Oh! Did you guys see that? That health bar was so small. I did not see it, in fact. Woo. All right. That was a save right there. Layke attempting to get the Warthog game going, but like I said, it's a tough thing to do. The Diegos are gonna be in the way. There's no doubt Sniper specs into that, right? Oh god. Did you see that dodge? That was something. But there's Diego. So the Warthog still isn't gonna be long for this world. What's Sniper doing with tier 3? I don't get it. Neural implant, maybe? What it says in the description doesn't even work, by the way. Like, the Spartans don't capture faster or anything like that. That Alice is just a menace. Could be an actual problem for Sniper here. Jackrabbit gets stolen. Half of those Warthogs are fake, by the way, don't worry too much. But the drop turret is in fact a problem. That Spartan might actually just go down. The Eagle getting targeted, but it will take a while. Well, the SDs are also ready. The Sniper actually a little bit on the struggle bus here. Kind of getting overwhelmed. Layke is doing a good job, especially if that Nightingale gets stolen or something. Or maybe steal a healthy one and shoot down the weak one, I don't know. Sniper still has really good map control. It's a lot of red on the map, and Layke doesn't have a second base. If this gets established with turret support, and Sniper just gets a lot of infantry out and reinforces that with drops. I'm not sure what can be done about that. Get a quick anti-vehicle turret, right? Maybe can't hurt. Oh, several hogs going down there. The Eagle's still up, but we've got ODSTs coming through. I'm not sure Layke can hold this, guys. There's just a Spartan at this point. Oh god, the remaining hogs getting picked. The base just is not allowed to come up. All the remaining Resource pads are getting upgraded. There's a Mexican jet in the back. What the heck? Did not expect that. And thanks very much. Maybe Layke is going in to steal that real quick. Can't hurt. Yeah, that's a good one. Can steal that back now that there's a Spartan inside. But can destroy the base. Sniper's still significantly ahead and the Diegos are getting to work as well. Spartan has the slam ready to go. Oh god. Right over that mine. Heroes down and Layke gives up. That's a 3-0. Right there, Sniper being dominant. Maybe we shouldn't let him play in the next amateur league. That was absolutely devastating what he did in the finals, in both of the finals, losers and grand. Brutal, brutal, brutal. Maybe we'll get him some show match and have him level up, because he probably can do so quite easily. Well done. And congrats to Layke as well for second place. That was well done today, for sure. We want to thank our website patrons. This is by far the best way to support MetaPlays. Your contribution helps keep the project sustainable and allows us to produce more and better content. If you aren't yet a patron, check out our link in the description and get in touch to collect your perks. We will see you the next time.